What's going on, people? Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam. Clearly not on my normal spot on that couch because it got wet. Long story. Anyways, yeah, it's been a little while since Jovi and I have hit the early release circuit, coming to you with early reviews, and it's been a little while since we've, done our normal type of reviews. Anyway, I feel like I say this all the time, bro. Things are things are kind of hectic, but we are working on something very special very soon in the next few weeks. So looking forward to doing that and sharing it with you guys. But yeah, in the meantime, let's talk about the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which I just saw, and yeah. Okay, so Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes begins a new story set after Matt Reeves' trilogy, starring the ape Caesar. In that trilogy, I mean, just as an FYI, I thought it was good. I mean, obviously Matt Reeves showed off his chops in that trilogy, and I think that's why a lot of us were excited for the Batman. I really, really liked the Rise of the Planet of the Apes or the Dawn. I'm not going to go back and look, but it was the second one. It was I think it was the Rise, may have been the Dawn, but anyway. Second one, I thought that was like just the apex of the series. I thought it was really good. The third one with Woody Harrelson, The War for the Planet of the Apes, I thought it was all right. It was definitely a lot more action focused. But none of them are really bad. And this one, thankfully continues that same trajectory. It's not really trajectory. Can I speak? It's not really bad. Just didn't have anything that wowed me. I know we normally do the sour and the sweet. I'm not going to really go through that because I don't really have a lot of things that irritated me. There's one thing, but I don't have a lot of things that irritated me. So I kind of just want to talk about my thoughts on this. Just as I normally do, just vomit out my thoughts as I have them in my head. And it's good because I just watched it. Caesar is dead. He is. The movie begins with, his funeral. And then we jump forward many, many generations later where apes are now the dominant species and humans have, gone primal. Most of them can't speak. They act, animal-like. And the apes are walking around and talking and building villages and have communities and all that, right? We follow an ape named Noah. And really the story is after a rival, or not even a rival, just another ape tribe comes and kills and kidnaps people in his village. He sets out on a path for revenge and to save the survivors. And along the way, he meets a human her name is May, and they discover that they have a common goal. And they both decide to travel to confront the evil ape empire that has kidnapped not just Noah's village, but other ape villages as well, because they're trying to, there's a grand master plan. So yeah, that's really just the broad strokes of it. It's really all you need to know about this film. Something I really, really just have to admire about this and the old ones. I think really only Avatar can top this in terms of fake things looking real. Like, those, like when you're watching Avatar, you see these blue people walking around and going underwater, and you're just like, it looks like a documentary. It looks like these blue people were real. Yeah, these apes in this movie, that they might have them beat because it's the VFX definitely deserve all the awards. They look so real. They look just like apes, but it's not just the way they look. The actors themselves, kudos to them, because not even just the way they look, not even just the way they speak, the way they have to walk, the way they have to sway their arms, the way they have to hold things, and the way they have to fight each other, is in the way they have to make their mouth move. It's so incredible to see that you really do forget that you're watching an actor on screen and not talking ape, which I know sounds crazy, but like you get lost in it immediately. Excellent job on that front. I mean, I can't get over how good that was. There's not actually, I mean, so there are definitely big set pieces in this, and they're all full of excellent production value. Like the apes themselves aren't the only thing you can tell money was put into. The sets are great. The environments all look excellent. The cameras they use, excellent. His DP also deserves a shout out here too, because there are some shots in here that you kind of want to freeze frame and be like, that could be a screenshot. So yeah, sets were great. Not a lot of action, I would say, compared to the other ones, but that's not a bad thing. These movies are really story driven to me, and the story is where it kind of was just okay to me. I mean, as Noah's going along, he's learning about what humans were. He's learning about what Caesar was and what Caesar stood for and how he wanted apes and humans to live together. And there's characters you meet along the way are again just okay. I feel like I feel like I'm giving off mid vibes because it was just all right to me. I mean, I'm not. I feel like in the future, the movies will probably pick up and get more exciting. But this one, it was kind of just I guess setting up your new protagonist, setting a new baseline kind of thing. Now, the villain in this film, played by Kevin Durand, he is someone that is actually worth mentioning. He's calculating, he's untrustworthy, and he gives false hope and false trust to other apes. When really you can tell all he wants is to solidify his own power. I mean, so, perfect villain formula, just excellently performed by Kevin Durand, as this ape. Again, just making me forget that I'm watching apes on screen and not actors. Which is funny, something that just pops in my head as I'm doing this. These apes became intelligent and they started acting just like us, right? Like, Kevin Durand's character, he calls himself Proximus. He's the villain. And basically, he has taken it upon himself to enact the law of Caesar, thinking that he understands what Caesar's teachings were and that he should take control and basically dominate everything, right? So it's funny that they became intelligent and started acting like us, warring with each other over nothing, misinterpreting teachings, thinking that they're right. And it's just, I don't know, it's an interesting correlation or thought. I guess, there's a bit of stupidity in our intelligence, if that makes sense. But yeah, so something else I will actually give the movie credit for. In the past movies, the main human that Caesar was traveling or interacting with was generally just a likable person. They're on Caesar's side, they're trying to accomplish a goal, and you can tell that they kind of care for each other. May's character in this film isn't like that. It's more realistic, but it's also disappointing because she's not very likable, at all. Doesn't really have any redeeming qualities. She keeps lying and hiding things, but when you see what her ultimate goal is, you kind of understand. It's I'm not gonna lie, I might be that way. I thought it was a very real look at how someone would act, even though she's clearly not, she doesn't have malevolent or evil feelings towards Noah and his people. She's like, look, I gotta take care of mine before I take care of yours. That's just the way it's gonna be. So yeah, I mean, it was fine. The movie was fine. If I were to grade this, I'd give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's better than, just average, which I consider a 3 to be. But it doesn't blow your socks off or wow you or anything like that. Definitely worth a watch. Whether you choose to go see it in theaters or wait for it to stream, up to you. I don't think it would really matter either way. But I do think it is worth a watch when you get time to. But that's all I got to say, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. Let me know what you think right down there. My camera's kind of high today, but right down there in the comments, let me know what you think of this movie when you see it, guys. And until next time, I'm out.